Good morning. It's now Monday and it's 9 o'clock almost. It's very strange because Avrimas also went to the job today and Lucas is in the kindergarten. So after 4 weeks, I'm completely alone at home. Very strange. I don't know what to do with my time now. But I think I'll try to just relax, do what I want, do my hobbies, because it's also 3 last days of my free time. On Thursday, I should begin to work. So it feels like it's the end of the summer in the middle of August. I'm already want to go to the job. It's enough for me to be at home. Also, talking about reading, what are my plans for this week? I want to finish The Night Swim by Megan Golding, and I want to finish listening Clap When You Land. After that, I'm leaning towards reading Stalking Jack the Ripper. And about the audio, I don't know, maybe Loveless. I have it on audio, but recently I heard not the greatest things about that book, so now I'm on the fence. So we will see. First I need to finish what I'm reading already. After that I will see what I'm going to do. Yesterday I listened quite a bit of Clap When You Land, and it's interesting for me to know about the different culture, but the writing style is not for me in this book. I will finish this book, but at the moment it's just about 3 stars. It's a little bit repetitive and I'm almost at the end of the book, but those sisters still haven't even met each other, and it's over a month in that book, but seems like it was a year. Very repetitive and at times a little bit boring, but I like that this book talks about grief. There's not that many books that choose this topic. So I think now I'll go and have some breakfast, and after that I'm thinking maybe folding my laundry, so at that time I'll listen for the book, and after that I think I will go and read The Night Swim. I think I just came up with a maybe stupid idea. I'm thinking of doing a end of the summer mini readathon for myself. I will start today and finish on Wednesday, so I'll just try to read as much as possible in these 3 days. So my mini TBR for that will be the finishing The Night Swim. Also, like I said, I would like to start Stalking Jack the Ripper, this one, and if the miracle happens and I'll finish these books, then I'll also want to try to start reading The Perfect Rake by Anne Gracie. These will be my priorities for these 3 days. And if I want to listen the audiobook, I will decide after I'm finished listening Clap and You Land. I think there's only half an hour left for me, so I think I will now sit down, try to do a little bit of cross stitching and listen for the book and finish it. So there will be one book already down for my readathon. Yeah, I feel excited actually. Now I want to read. So I just finished listening to When You Land by Elizabeth Acevedo, and I gave it 3 stars. Like I said, I enjoyed reading about the relationships between sisters, how people deal with the grief. I liked to know more about different cultures, but I wasn't a fan of a writing style. At some parts it was a little bit repetitive, and sometimes it was a little bit boring. For me, I think this book could have been shorter even. So it's a high 3 stars. I think it's quite good. Nothing bad, but nothing special for me, unfortunately. And I finished my reading goal. I read 60 books. So yeah, good start for the week. It's only 11:30 and I'm already finished with 1 book. So I think now I will update my Goodreads and maybe read a little bit of The Night Swim. Good morning. I'm filming this clip I think now the 3rd time. It just doesn't work for me. Yeah, so now it's Tuesday and it's almost 9 o'clock. I just came back from the kindergarten, had my breakfast, and I'm thinking of writing a blog post of The Night Swim by Megan Goldin, because yesterday I finished reading that book and I gave it 5 stars. It was amazing. It's a prime example of the books that you don't need some vivid, explicit, gruesome crimes description of the crime scene or the crime that was made for a book to be interesting, because in this book there weren't any very vivid descriptions of the crime that was made against the girl, the rape victim, but you all time you were feeling like you were on the edge of your seat, because you wanted to know what will happen next and how the case will turn up. And when you read the chapters from that podcast, you felt like you were actually listening to that podcast. So the writing style is amazing in this book. The ending was unexpected, to say the least. So I think now I'll read all books that Megan Goldin will write and publish. Yeah, so I think yesterday was quite a good start of the week and my mini readathon, because I finished reading 2 books and started the 3rd one, and it's a Stalking Jack the Ripper by Kerry Maniscalco. I'm only on the page 8 in this book, so I can't say if I like it or don't like it at the moment. I need to read a little bit more to decide. So I think that's are my plans for now. I try to write a little bit of a review and after that I'll go and read. Good morning, it's Wednesday and it's now almost 9:30 and I'm sitting home alone once again. It's my last day of vacation. Tomorrow I'm starting work, so it's also my last day of my mini readathon that I had for myself. Yesterday I read quite a bit of Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I enjoy that book. I'm on page 136, but I wish there were more action. I want something to start happening. Yeah, so I don't know if I finish that book today, probably not, but at least I want to read quite a lot of it. Also, I'm thinking maybe now go and edit and try to upload July book haul. It's a little bit late, but it's okay. I think I just don't know how the uploading will go because the internet connection at my house is horrendous. Yeah, so for now that are my plans. It's not going great with the reading today. Only now I lay down on the sofa and will try to start reading, because all morning I'm just running around like a headless chicken. feels like. Also, I forgot to tell you that yesterday I started listening Howl's Moving Castle. I don't remember the author at the moment. It's a middle grade book about a girl, Sophie. She's the eldest daughter in the family. She has 2 sisters, and heaven so that she's cursed and turned into a old lady, and now she wants to get rid of that curse, so she stumbles into a literally moving castle, Howl's Moving Castle. I think she will try to convince the Howl to help her. I don't know. I think that's what this book is about. And I listened just I think one or 2 chapters. She's already cursed, and I enjoy that book quite a lot, and I can see why people love that book so much. So if it keeps the pace, I think it might be one of my favorites. It has the potential. So if I love that book, I will definitely buy the physical copy. Yeah, so I think now I'll just go and try to read. and it's now 8 o'clock. I'm soon will be going to work. Everyone is sleeping still, and for some reason it feels like it's Saturday, so it's very strange to go to work. Yeah, so talking about reading, yesterday I read quite a bit of Stalking Jack the Ripper, and it's very interesting. Now everyone feels like a suspect for me. I trust no one in this book anymore. And about today's, I don't know when I'll be reading. I think just in the evening, or after I came back from work. And I'll talk to you when I came back from work. Hello, it's now, I think, almost 5:30, and I just sat down. I was at work until 4, I think. So yeah, it was a very successful but tough day at the same time. There was much to do, and tomorrow I will also go there, but from next week I'll be working on Tuesday, Wednesday and Thursday. I will have Mondays and Fridays free, so I think it's at the moment, at least, so it will be perfect for me to use these days for filming. About weekly vlogs, I think now they will be much shorter, because on the days that I will be working I'll vlog much less. Yeah, so I haven't read today at all, at least now, but I'm thinking maybe when Lucas will go to bed I just will lay down and try to finish reading Stalking Jack the Ripper. And after that, after I finish that book, I think there's only one book left from my July TBR. It's The Perfect Rake, I think. So that will be my book next. Yeah, so I don't know if I will talk to you more today. Maybe a little bit later. We will see. Hello. It's now almost 9 o'clock in the evening, and it's Friday. I haven't talked to you today all day because I was at work, came back around 4, and after that I was just too tired to do anything, so I just lay on the sofa and try to relax a little bit. It's nice to be back at work, although it was a lot of things to do there. We have to prepare for the new kindergarten year, so it starts on Monday officially, so there was a lot to do. But we got a t-shirt as a gift, so maybe tomorrow or on Sunday I will show you how they look. Yeah, so I'm trying to talk a little bit more quiet because Lucas is there, he's trying to sleep. Yeah, so I think now I will go and try to journal a little bit. I want to write about today a little bit, and after that I think I will go and try to read. It's about 50 pages left of the Stalking Jack the Ripper, so I hope to finish it today. If not today, then definitely tomorrow. Yeah, so I think I'll talk to you tomorrow. morning, friends. It's now Saturday and it's almost 11, and we woke up quite early today, both with Lucas, so I'm already feel a little bit tired. But that's okay. I already did some chores, had my breakfast, and I don't know what I'm going to do next, because Aurimas went to help his brother to paint the house and took our car. Another car is... yeah, let's just don't talk about another car. we can't use it at the moment, so we are stuck at home, both with Lucas. So I think we just find out something to do here. Maybe go a little bit outside. We'll see. It's not the best of the weather, but we will figure out. Yeah, and talking about talking about the reading, yesterday I finished reading Stalking Jack the Ripper, and I gave it 4 stars. It wasn't the perfect book, but it was definitely very, very entertaining. It was very easy to read and very interesting story. I liked the main character, Audrey Rose, in this book because she was so rebellious, but not cocky, not the type of, oh, the world is beneath me, I'm the best. She just tried to she just tried to do what is best for her and tried to be a voice of other women. At least she tried. And also I liked her side character, sidekick, Thomas. Yeah, he was a very interesting character. I liked how they interacted with each other, Audrey Rose and Thomas. The banter between them was just hilarious. Yeah, what else about this book? I think this book is supposed to be for young adults or new adults, I think. But in my opinion, it's, I think, a little bit too gruesome for young readers, because the crime scenes and what was done with the victims of Jack the Ripper was very vivid. At the times it was very uncomfortable to read, even for me, even though I'm not the squeamish one. Yeah, so why I gave it 4 stars, not 5. There were some parts that was not that it was boring, but when I read them I was, oh, pick up the pace a little bit. So just for those parts I couldn't give 5 stars, but it's, yeah, I recommend it. I heard that other books in this series, except for the last one, are also very entertaining and interesting, so I'm already have hunting the Dracula or something like that, Hunting Prince Dracula, I think. I already have that in my wish list on Book Depository. Yeah, so I will definitely continue reading this series. So another one done from my July TBR. And the last one in my July TBR was The Perfect Rake by Anne Gracie. It's about one of the Mary Jew sisters. It's also in the series. I think it's about Prudence. She's the oldest one in the family. I think she has other 3 sisters, and they live with their grandfather, and their grandfather is very abusive. So she wants to get out of that situation and help her sisters, and in that time period the only way the woman could help herself or help the relatives, I think it was to get married, to find a husband who will be willing to help her. And I think she meets a Gideon, Lord Kairadis, who I think falls in love with her quite quickly, even though she is not the pretty one in the family. And I already read two other books in this series, and I quite enjoyed them. The one I gave 5 stars, another one I gave 3 stars. So I'm hoping this one will lean towards 5 stars also. Yeah, so I think I will start this one today, maybe after I finish filming. Yeah, so that's all news for now. Hello, it's Sunday and it's almost 4 o'clock in the evening now. I haven't read much today, actually haven't read at all. We spent almost all day together with the family. We went on a small drive through the city, and now, I don't know, maybe I'll try to read. Yesterday I started reading The Perfect Rake by Anne Gracie. I'm on page 64 at the moment. It's like I said, it's a historical romance about one of the Merridew sisters, Prudence, and there was few parts that I wasn't that glad to find in the book. One was almost on the verge of fat shaming, so in my opinion it wasn't very tastefully done, if it can be done tastefully at all. But except that, the story is quite interesting and funny, and the main character Prue is now in a very funny, difficult and actually hilarious situation with Duke Gideon, Lord Gideon. Yeah, so I'm quite intrigued now. I want to see how this situation will turn out. Yeah, so I think I'll try to read at least a little bit now. If not now, then almost all of my reading will be done in the evening when Lucas go to bed. I'm not sure if I will update you more today. If not, so maybe I'll just tell you what I have done this week. So this week I read, how many books? I think 2? No, 1 book. Stalking Jack the Ripper. No, I read 3 books this week. Stalking Jack the Ripper, I gave that book 4 stars. Also I read The Night Swim, and I also read and finished The Pinch of Magic. For The Night Swim I gave, I think, 5 stars or 4. No, 5. For The Pinch of Magic I gave 4 stars. Very, very good. It was a very, very good week reading wise. And now for the next week, my plan is to maybe try to participate in a readathon bout of books. So of course I'll try to read as much as possible, but for the next week, main plan is to finish reading The Perfect Rake, because from the 23rd of August I'll be participating in Summer Win readathon. So I have a separate TBR for that. Yeah, so I think for now that's it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I will talk to you more today. I hope. So, like you can guess, I think I haven't read. After I stop filming, I think I'll go and try to edit this vlog, start uploading, and after that, just read. Yeah, I'm just after the shower, so I look like a like a poodle dog with floppy ears. Yeah, so I think that's it for this week. Thanks for watching, and I see you in my next one.